It's 8:40. The MTA's Fastrack plan to upgrade service may have commuters really moving slowly. We got our Greg Mocker, who joins us this morning to talk about what's happening underground. And a lot of people are really upset about this. This affects the 4, 5, and 6 trains, all of it.
Right,
Local Express,
it
boom.
shut down. And
yeah.
Imagine if you were going home last night, say
10 o'clock, right?
Or maybe 1 a.m. I don't know what.
This is the city that doesn't sleep.
Yeah,
so.
at the library or something, right? So
right.
you go to Grand Central to get your 4 or 5, head back out to Flatbush, or just go down to Lower East Side, and you're stuck. So if you don't know about it, that would be a bummer.
What are you hearing? What are people's biggest complaints? Is it just trying to navigate around this?
Yeah. Yesterday I went out and I visited all the stations. Most of them, I didn't get to all of them, to make sure that they had the maps out there.
Did they have the maps?
Yeah, they had the maps out. They had signs posted outside some of the Wall Street stations. So, they wanted to get the word out. They also had signs posted like at Atlantic Terminal. And these had been things that had been out and posted for weeks or so, but people still were hearing about it for the first time. So that's going to frustrate you. So then once I talk to people about it, the thing is going to be, or maybe you're going to be on a local train instead of what would have been an express. You might have to walk 2 or 3 blocks in the opposite direction to get to an end, say, where you might have been able to.
All right, so let me play devil's advocate here. The MTA is saying this is going to take, a couple of days. What would have taken a couple of months if they were going to do it the old-fashioned way?
Or longer, and that's been one of the sources of frustration, right? That these projects just go on and on and on. So let's see how this goes, but it is an MTA new idea.
Yeah.
And what happens when they come up with an idea, we'll have to ask about it.
Well, it's curious because it's starting with the 4, 5, and 6, and then it goes to what?
Yeah, the BD, F&M later on in
and
the...
then the AC&E or something like that?
1, 2, 3, and AC&E. So
1, 2, and 3, wow.
This is going out there. They say that they will only do it in an area or along a line that has other substantial alternative subway service, but this is almost every other line impacted by this. And on the 7, we're used to dealing with some overnight closures sometimes. We're New Yorkers, we know how it is. We deal with these closures. I think this is just the first time it's been so focused.
Yeah.
So today I'm looking forward to going out and seeing what people are talking about it. I was watching overnight when I wasn't sleeping.
Yeah.
What people were saying, and the chatter on this was kind of minimal.
Yeah.
I think if you were inconvenienced, you're going to have a gripe. If you just found out about it, you will. But people ask me.
Well, we're on it. We're definitely on it, trying to figure out if this Fastrack program is really working. Let's talk about Joe Lota. Tell us about him. Is this part of his efficiency plan, trying to get everything back on track with the MTA?
And I love the name of this. Let me show you. They want to be so efficient. It's Fastrack with only 1 T. It's so fast. And it's a catchphrase, is the way that they described it. Joe Lota says he wants to be the riders' chairman.
Okay, what's your impression of that?
I like the sound of that. He rides the subway. He's from a family of NYPD and a taxi driver.
He's a New Yorker, right? Under the Giuliani administration, he was there?
Deputy mayor and a finance guy. I've had the occasion to talk to him at a couple of meetings, getting to raise my hand in the...
Really? He actually talked to you? Because Jay Walton, that wasn't happening there.
I think they kind of have to.
Okay.
So, because, I come there with one of those cameras, and I try to conduct myself in a responsible manner while I'm there.
Yeah.
And for the most part, I think we do okay.
Well, listen.
I think he's going to... I'm anxious to see the efficiencies that he says he can still put in place, because that's one of those words that the government uses, and we wonder what that really means. It doesn't mean that they're not spending, $400 on a toilet seat.
Okay, well, the Strap Hangers campaign, Gene Rushinoff had a lot to say yesterday, and we have a little bite of what he said. We want to share it with you.
There are a lot of different people who come from different directions and taking these lines who will be affected, and we have to hear from them. Their voices just can't be disregarded.
So your reaction to that?
Yeah, right to me. Tell me about how it was. MTA monitors their Twitter stream too. That's a place to find out kind of up-to-the-minute updates, beside me, of course. But write to me, let me know. Tell customer service. Because they're listening, mainly because I'm speaking.
Well, listen, you do good work, and we appreciate that, because you're always looking out for our viewers, and that's something that needs to be applauded. So, Greg Mocker, we thank you. I follow you on Twitter at Greg Mocker, at Suki NYC. Keep it right here. Pix is your station. 8:44. Let's talk about the weather. It is actually really good for this Fastrack program, because if you got to walk around the city, you can walk, right, Linda?
By the way, at Linda Church 11.
Thank you.
I tweet.